into it. Look, it's the playstyle of the character. That's
I'm sorry. I enjoy seeing somebody die to a good solid rest.
Okay, yeah, but what about all the campy play until then? If you enjoyed campy play so much, then you would be a good Sonic because you'd be campy. Exactly.
Maybe I like watching campy play, but I don't like playing that style. Now, Jackal's Greninja, I've actually played before. A very fun matchup.
Yeah? I can imagine very explosive.
I think he plays a very technical Greninja. You know, he will camp. I'm not gonna lie, he will. If he wants to. But I mean, when you're fighting Jigglypuff, I think that Greninja is going to have to approach Jigglypuff more than anything.
I don't think so, because when it comes to Jigglypuff, the best thing to do to Jigglypuff is just be ahead and then just stay away. And that's really easy for Greninja because he has the tools to kind of camp her out with those shurikens. Like, she has no options really to get in.
Yeah, while the Jigglypuff could play campy, Greninja does have those projectiles that he could just spam to get that percent.
And also, I mean, it's easy to mix up with Shadow Sneaks if he's getting hit. Although I don't think you really need to. There's no real rapid hits that... there is no rapid hit that Jigglypuff has, but
I don't think
down air.
Shadow Sneak's a really viable move, especially in an escape scenario.
It does. It escapes rapid jabs.
Good point.
That's why it's really good. It's a really good tool for getting out of those situations.
Okay. I was going to say that I don't see a lot of Greninjas use that move that often, but maybe they use it in escape situations and don't like to approach it.
And it's also a good... No, approaching it is it's no bueno. But using it as a mix-up and like say getting out of something, or even just okay, nice stack right there, or even just like a combo, like, you know, you basically bait out an air dodge, something like that, or even just like a solid read, and just like that, the forwarder's gonna trade and take Raichu's stock.
Gotta appreciate those well-hitting fairs.
Also, even like those, just like, you know, you man just kind of look at it. He's like, all right, I'm gonna do what Greninjas do best. Kind of look at you, hop up, and throw a fair out at you and see if it connects. And Raichu went for an aggressive option. It traded, but I mean, Raichu didn't win that trade, clearly indicated by the fact that Jackal still has a stock, Raichu sitting on his last stock and put in a pretty tough spot. Raichu, though, keeping up good shield pressure right now. Making Jackal.
I thought Jackal wasn't worried, but he should have been.
You should be in that situation. If your shield is the size of a Skittle, it's time to stop playing around the Jigglypuff, because Jigglypuff's going to side B you once. And unless if you can perfect shield it, you're gonna lose your stuff and you're gonna lose your stock. And just like that,
he started dodging once his shield started getting small. I didn't even see where he pulled it out when it broke.
Because it's such a small shield, because it was a Skittle.
It was a Skittle.
In the scenarios like that, you're up a stock. You're up a stock. You're at 150%. The last thing you want to do is be in front of somebody who can do something like that.
Up until that point, right there, I definitely saw the Greninja camping the Jigglypuff out.
Because that's what you're supposed to do against Jigglypuff.
Right, he had the stock advantage, and then as soon as he approached, he got rested.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Everyone does this to Jigglypuff, and I don't know why Raichu's able to get away with it so much. It's like the dumbest thing in the world. If you see a Jigglypuff standing in place, the last thing you want to do is use a laggy move that she can spot dodge and rest punish you for. He's done that. I've seen this Jigglypuff do it to so many people. It's dumb.
Don't press dash attack in this matchup.
Don't dash attack, don't dash grab. You sit there, you wait for her to spot dodge, or you sit there and you look at her and you see what she's going to do, because you can react to her because she's a slow character.
You know what? Just use disjoints.
It's just weird. I'm just dumbfounded.
Just use disjoints. Play Fire Emblem character. Play Cloud.
Well, no, it's not even just that. It's just like when you play against this character, don't know her only good option out of like a spot dodge or a punish is going to be rest. And just keep that in mind and stay away from rest range, and you'll be fine.
I don't know if rest is really an option.
It is an option. That's how Sean gets most of his kills. That's how Jigglypuffs get most of their kills. It's punishable afterwards, but if they're even in stocks, they'll take that. And just like that, another small little back and forth. Raichu trying to roll behind Jackal, looking for something, not able to get it, and floating into the up smash.
I see Jackal really trying to keep the stage control that he has right now, keeping Raichu4u off stage and shooting the projectiles at him to keep him off stage, along with the fairs, of course. Another interesting thing about his playstyle is that he'll just walk around sometimes, waiting for you to do something. Like, if you saw how he crouched and just kind of walked for a second.
Well, no, that's one of those situations. I understand what you're getting at. That's one of those situations where, like, you're Jigglypuff. Like, me approaching you is probably one of the worst ideas I could ever have. So I'm just gonna sit here and wait and react to you. And her best reaction tool is rest. That's why you usually see him crouching, because what happens is shield, spot dodge, rest, or even just rest. You know, it's one of those situations. And just like this, right? She's got Jackal where he wants, just kind of beating up your man, throwing out a bunch of stupid pounds.
Well, he's a stock up now, so he seems to be taking the risks.
Yeah, he's got the stock. Right now, he's just looking for the extra credit. And as Jigglypuff, you're most likely just want to be aggressive if you're up a stock and you have this much %, because you're going to die eventually anyways. You're freaking light as hell. So might as well, while we're at it, just mix them up real quick. Instead of playing campy, go for some aggressive options that they wouldn't expect you to do because you're at such a high %, and then just rack up some extra credit, which is what he did. He's got him at 62%.
Still not at kill %, though. Maybe
yeah, he's at rest %. No, he's at rest %.
I'm talking about...
Right there, F smash. No. Raichu's been at death % since 80. That's the problem with playing Jigglypuff. And right there, you see Jackal kind of sitting... Jackal kind of doesn't know what to do, and Raichu just kind of sits there. He's like, spot dodge. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for this rest punish. And just like that, Jackal actually in a pretty good spot. He's playing a nice little keep away game. Just kind of retreats, comes in, grabs Raichu, punishes him, and then puts him away. Up smash twice.
He's gained about 50% before Raichu even got back on stage. Just now landing, trying to get back to stage control, and flips the tides. Did you just go for a stage spike?
No, but he did just walk away. And then get an F smash.
That was a very solid F smash. I didn't think that was actually going to kill.
It's Jigglypuff.
Not initially.
It's Jigglypuff. You need to look at Jigglypuff and realize how quick she dies. That's Jigglypuff you're looking at.
I need to start looking at weight charts more.
Yeah, just a little bit. You shouldn't be surprised at Jigglypuff dying at that %. That's the nature of the beast that is that character.
I don't play that character. I'm used to...
I don't play that character either.
I think he should only be dying above 100. I mean...
No, there are characters that need to die earlier. There are characters that need to die earlier. Jigglypuff, unfortunately, being one of them, but she doesn't have that glass cannon aspect to her like she did in Melee. So it's really hard to justify it, but at the same time, it's just what the character is. Getting back into this, though, it looks like Raichu going to pick Battlefield. Best option for Jigglypuff in the scenario, because you can get combo for days and basically ride out those kill % of those combos in Battlefield because they're so high now.
You'll always have a jump.
And then eventually be able to make it back and potentially punish someone before you get in full. Oh my, I was going to say before you get a kill.
While only taking 8%.
Yeah, that was a pretty fresh stock that Raichu definitely put on your man Jackal there. I don't think Jackal was expecting that at all.
No, Raichu is putting the momentum in his favor.
Yeah, I would agree
He's
with
saying
that.
right now that this game is his.
Well, I will say that Raichu basically just he basically took that stock really aggressively. Jackal most likely wasn't expecting that, and now that he's taking that stock, he's going back to that retreat approach. He's like, well, now that I got what I wanted, I need you to approach me now.
They're both readjusting the situation. We're playing the neutral currently. Shadow Sneak.
Didn't I just say that that's a good mix-up?
Very good bait. Oh yeah, I mean, we haven't seen it at all yet, and he threw one out as a mix-up, and it's
so those situations where you need it. Won the neutral exchange. Has Raichu sitting at 83%. Probably going to be looking for a way to take that stock out, but unfortunately, in the position he's in, he's not really finding any openings. Right now, though, Raichu just kind of sitting here waiting to bait something out, and knows that he could potentially get a kill off of the rest. Just like that.
Yeah, it looks like Jackal's just trying to find a way to approach safely without getting into that rest range and try to take the stock before he takes any more damage. Unfortunately, he's taking damage.
Yeah, I mean, it is hard to do. Whenever you're put up against, like, even if it's a bad character like Jigglypuff, it's hard to deal with someone if they're putting pressure on you. Because in a moment where you have pressure, and the moment someone puts pressure on you, you can sometimes forget about their options or forget what character they're playing and just be like, oh man, I can't really do anything here. And
pressure reduces your mix-ups.
Well, it reduces the likelihood of you doing something because it basically puts you in it puts you in a position of fear where you're like, I don't know what, like, you know, you're basically like, okay, this person's all over me, which means they probably know what I'm going to do next, or they're basically baiting something out and they're going to punish me for it. And that's kind of what Raichu is doing to Jackal. He's kind of pressuring him out, kind of lurking near him with a character that's not supposed to lurk near people. He's just like, hey, I'm gonna kill you, and just like that,
stage presence is an intimidating
like
factor in Smash 4.
Really
Takes the game with the shield break.
On Raichu, gonna be able to take that 2-1.
Pressure, pressure, pressure until the shield breaks.